Hello everybody and Happy New Year. Have you had a good one? Good time? Good laughs? Good friends? I'm so glad. Some of you might recognize today's upload as I've decided to re-upload a video that I uploaded in August, right in the height of the YouTube view crisis, and that video did not get seen whatsoever. So I'm going to put it back out there with a nice new little intro from me with my new microphone. Is this making any difference at all? I'm not sure. Let me know if it's any good. We're putting more money into this potentially never-ending money pit of a YouTube channel. But without further ado, let's just jump straight into the video. Those of you who've seen it before, please, hopefully you'll enjoy it again. And those of you who didn't get to see it last time, I hope you enjoy. Also, Yari or Poof is hidden in this video somewhere, so the first person to spot him will get their comment pinned as before. Okay, see ya. Bye. Star Wars Battlefront map tier list. And this is like the Battlefronts of the original ones. The ones that I think probably most of us grew up with. I used to play the absolute crap out of these games. I played them to the point where I used to put my disc in for Battlefront 2 on my PS2. It went in, the game loaded up, and then you had to wait for it to kind of like stop stuttering. It would load up the menu with the Imperial March, and then when you went to like single player, select what you wanted to do, or split screen, it kind of paused the music, go din 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 din, and then it would start working again. I don't know if anyone else's did that, or whether it was just mine. So I thought today we'd do a map tier list. So let's start it off with Bespin Cloud City. I do remember this one. There's like kind of like the walkway up top. There's fighting in the middle, turrets. I just don't think it's very memorable. You know, you think about Bespin and the original Battlefront, you think Bespin Platforms, don't you? That's the one. That is the go of maps. The Cloud City map, it's kind of like the little brother that time forgot. You know, the little fella that's just there. I'm gonna put this C. I don't think it's a dead strong one. I don't really have many fond memories on it. Next up, you know the one. We all know it. There's no question about it. The Bespin Platforms, S tier. I don't even want to argue about it. You've got the ships flying around you can get into, and 99% of the time just crash them and burn. It's just such like a unique map. I'm sure you remember this, but remember the middle corridors? Everyone just queues up and just fight in the middle hallways, just fighting for your life. Droidekas rolling down there, screaming past you, getting blown to pieces. A lot of memories on that one. S tier. The Jedi Temple. This one's from Battlefront 2, I remember. It's not in the first one. I like this map and I have a lot of memories on it, but is it the best kind of map? I think I always was a little bit disappointed with it, to be honest with you. I feel like it could have done a little bit more, had a bit more going on. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy, but I'm not too attached to it. Got a lot of fun memories on it. I don't know. I'm thinking B. I think that sits right for me. Okay, next up we've got Dagobah Swamp. Right, this map, it's got an interesting little bit in the middle where, if I remember right, depending on what area you're in, there's a crashed ship in the middle of the lake. When you're in the Civil War era, it's an X-Wing, and then when you're in the Clone Wars era, it's a LA-80. I like that. I like the little tunnel that you can get in it. You can go underground. I don't know. It's not a standout for me. I think I'm gonna go C with that one. Okay, Death Star Interior. Now this is a good map. I think this one is one of the fondest that I remember. I always remember jumping across, trying to get that kind of little shortcut across the platforms, and then you can mess it up and fall to your death. The laser, you can fight around the laser going off. You can go into the trash compactor, and it's just like constantly opening and closing and shutting. Yeah, I think this is I even remember the little campaign mission where you have to like, the rebels bust out and you have to shoot them all out the jail cells. I think this is a good map. I'm gonna go with, you know what? This is an A tier. Okay, Endor Bunker. Again, I have mixed feelings about this one. I remember playing it and thinking, it kind of looks like crap. Even back then, like I couldn't really distinguish what was going on because the textures are like so heavy. I don't know if that's just me. And then you've got all the little Ewoks running around, poking you in the ankles and pulling your balls off. I'm gonna go, I don't really have too much to say about it, that's the problem. It's okay, isn't it? I think B. Okay, Felucia Marshland. I think this is a great map. The one thing I think that we all remember from this map is from the campaign, where the accolades come out of nowhere and just start screaming and tearing up the clones and you have to take them out. that is a very memorable part. I think the map's pretty good as well. It's quite big, isn't it? A lot of vehicles on there, and there's also quite a lot of like wreckages and destroyed LAATs and ATTs and stuff around. Which obviously, if you've watched the Star Wars videos that I do, you know, like I'm kind of into all that kind of stuff. You know, you get to be Aayla Secura as the hero on Battlefront 2 as well. Come on. No one's complaining about that, are they? I'm gonna go A. Right, okay, now we have some divisive ones, I think. I think this is going to be quite interesting to see what people think. The Geonosis Plains and then Spire as well. I'm going to do these both at the same time. I'm going to put the Battlefront 2 version at B tier. Now that's because I think that the Battlefront 1 version is just far superior. I think it captures like the film a little bit more. It's much bigger and you can get in the LAATs and stuff and fly around. You kind of have like a bit of a forward assault like in the film. You can take out the Techno Union ships in the background. It all just adds to it. And then there's a big central spire in the middle that you can climb up and go inside and take all the droids out from the inside. Whereas the second one is more like, it almost feels like an aftermath of the battle. You don't really feel like you're in like the main conflict. Am I wrong there? I don't know. I'm thinking A for the Battlefront 1 and then B for Battlefront 2. I think there's some good bits in that map. But I think the Spire version just has like epic factor to it. Echo Base, what can you say about this one? You've got the AT-ATs. You can get in the little snow speeders, fly off, you know, cable tie their bloody legs and they can fall over and blow up. I don't think there's too much to say about it. It's a classic, isn't it? Massive map. There's not much cover on it. You kind of got the little trenches. I'm going to go A. A for that one. If I remember, we've got two Kamino maps here, almost identical, I'm pretty sure. So I feel like either way they're going to be the same map in my mind. They're classics, aren't they? Central, there's very like central fighting points in that kind of, that bit in the middle where there's like the raised platform. You can kind of hide behind it and you're on opposite ends of the spawn point. I can't really remember what differences there are between the two maps either. I always just remember they're just quite the same, aren't they? I'm going to put them both on A, I think, because they're just classic ones, aren't they? Right, okay, we've got the bloody 3 Kashyyyk maps now. This is where it might get a little bit dicey as well. I'm going to put the Beachhead is your classic Battlefront 2 map, and then Docks and Islands are the Battlefront 1 maps. Straight away, I think I'm going to put Docks C tier. I don't think it's a very good map. Like, it's just kind of awkward to play around. I just... And especially like the droidicas on the droid spawn over on the little island facing the main beach. If you try and roll over in one of them and you hit the water, it's game over. You're gonna blow yourself to Kingdom Come. So that's a little positive factor. But I think the actual fighting around this map is really crap, if I remember. I just remember not really liking that map. Islands are like a lot better. You can also get ships in islands. You can get the little starfighters that are flying above you. And I think that actually adds and it adds so much to the game. And I really like, that's one of the things about the original Battlefront 2 that I kind of didn't like compared to the first one. Like, there's no ships that you can get in. There's tanks and things, but there's no like ships that are flying around. You can strafe run people. That they took that out. I'm going to give Islands a B tier. And Beachhead is your classic Battlefront 2 map. A lot of memories on this one, but I always remember not really vibing with it that much. I think it's because I used to get really annoyed when you're playing the campaign and I wasn't very good. And you have to defend the oil rig thing at the back, like the pipes. And there's just a billion droids like flooding in through that gate and you're just trying your best to like defend them, but they're just breezing past you and blowing the hell out of it. I think I failed it a few times and you have to start the mission all over again, don't you? I'm going to give this, I don't think there is a very, very amazing Kashyyyk map, in my opinion. I'm going to give this one a B as well. Mustafar, this is, again, I think there's not really too much to say about it. It's a good map. Aesthetically, it's very cool. Rickety, like, metal walkways, and you can press a button and they just drop into the lava. That's pretty funny. The vibe, I mean, I like the mission on this one as well, where you have to kill, I think is it like Puggle the Lesser or something? It's a Geonosis, you have to go and take him out. That's a pretty good mission. The map, yeah, the map's good. I don't think it's dead special, though. I'm gonna go B with this one. Okay, Mygeeto. I really like this one. Maybe this whole tier list has just been taken over by nostalgia, but I think Mygeeto is a very, very good map. Droids, you get Grievous. Clones, you get Kiadimundi. I think it's quite a good map to fight around. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go A tier. I'm going to say this, Naboo Plains, I actually really like. I really like that map. I don't know why. I just think it's so unique, not like any of the other maps. Not many of the games capture that Phantom Menace era. Again, there's like ships you can get into on that map. On the hill, there's a little starfight you can jump into. You've got the Staps. I think you can ride the little horse things. I can't remember what they're called off the top of my head. There's Gungans running about. I think I really like that one. I don't know what to give it though. I'm going to give this an A. A tier. Naboo Theed, I don't really like that one as much. I think that map is a little bit devoid of anything interesting. You know, even it's in both of the games, I think. But I always think, this one's just a bit. I wouldn't. If I was going back to play it, I wouldn't instantly go, I want to play on this kind of dark Theed map. I just don't really think it has anything. Nothing special. You get what I mean? I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put on C. Polis Massa medical facility. I hardly remember this map. I know you can go outside on the asteroid and walk around. I know there's the medical bits on the inside, tight corridors. There's kind of like a central cavey bit. I think it's kind of mid, isn't it? I just don't really know what to say about it. It doesn't really flood my mind with like, oh, I remember when this happened. I think it's going to be a C. Okay, Rhen Var Citadel. This is the one from like the top of the mountain, quite a small map, like a temple kind of thing. This one's okay. Oh, I don't even know. Rhen Var Citadel. What do I give this? I think there's some good command posts on this. The one on the very end of that kind of bridge. This is just like, because like you compare it to the one we'll get to in a second. I don't think it stands a chance. I'm going to see that up. Rhen Var Habour. Now this is a sick map. I think everybody agrees that this is a very, very good map. You've got the ice cave through to the other spawn, or you can go all the way around in your heavy vehicles, defending like the castle. I don't think there's any arguments there. That's got to be an S. Okay, Tantive IV Interior. I really like this one actually as well. I think this is one of the best kind of Civil War era maps. Not necessarily to like play on, but just like coolness and the vibe, where if you spawn early enough, if you press it early enough, you can get behind the door, and then the whole, you know, like in A New Hope, they blow the door out and you can run out. And there's a load of rebels there. I think that was a little cool detail that I really liked about that. I'm gonna give this a A or a B. A. Oh no, I'm gonna give this a B. No, it's better than. Is it better than Islands and Plains? Is it? No, I think it's about that level. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Tatooine Dune Sea. I also really, really like this map. I've got a lot of fondness for it. I think there's lots of starfighters on it, loads of vehicles. In the very center of the map, you've got the Sarlacc pit as well, which is just like, I always remember when you drive past on a speeder, you think you're safe. You're on the little flipping rubber dinghy flat just going past, and then it just reaches over, snatches you, shoves you in its big gob. That always used to creep the hell out of me as well, because like it's a weird like looking Sarlacc that they did as well. It's all like spindly and thin. The tentacles just like flailing around constantly. You go near it and it just grabs you. Insta kill as well. I really like. There's also the Tusken Raiders at the top. It's like a third faction that just come down and shoot everybody. They don't give a shit. And I think you can find the homestead as well, can't you? I think that's sick. I think I'm gonna put, you know what, screw this, S tier. Okay, Jabba's Palace. This one's got quite a unique point, as in, if you go too near to Jabba, it'll press the little switch, drop you down into the Rancor pit, and then the Rancor is actually there, completely unkillable. And if you go down there, it's game over, isn't it? It'll just grab you and eat you. Similar to kind of like the Dune Sea map, but it's quite tight, isn't it? There's no like, it's like grenade heaven. You just chuck a load of grenades and you get blown to smithereens. I think that always used to annoy me a little bit. I mean, Jabba's there. Obviously, I forgot, you know, Jabba himself is sat there completely, again, unkillable. He's just, you shoot shots at him, it'll ding off his head. He's an absolute fucking unit. It's kind of, I'm going to put this on, that's a B, I think, for me, That's a B. Okay, Tatooine Mos Eisley. It's good because you can get originally before there was like DLCs and stuff, you get the heroes versus villains only on that map. And that pushes it up a little bit, but I always thought like there's better maps to do that on. You know, it's quite small and close. I mean, there's some good points of that big kind of ship in the middle you can get on. a diner. I'm going to put this on the same level as Jabba's Palace for me. Utapau Sinkhole or Stinkhole. I think this is a good map. Like, aesthetically, it's a good map. We've not even seen Utapau ever again in any of the new Battlefronts. It's just forgotten about. I always thought in the new Battlefront 2 that they should do a Utapau map. I think it's a really good kind of planet to chuck a map on. But they never did it, and they never will do it because they just don't like giving us things that we actually want. I'm going to put this one. I mean, this one, again, you think about the campaign. Obi-Wan versus Grievous showdown in the hangar. That's pretty good. It's not S tier though. I'm going to give this, I think this is a good one. I'm going to give this an A. I have a lot of memories on that one. So Yavin IV Arena, I really hardly remember it that much. I don't really think it's a very decent map either. I just don't think it's a smart. They put heroes versus villains on there, didn't they? But I just don't think it's a very like good map. Got like 0 to 2 memories on it, and that was basically just trying it out, I think, as well. I'm gonna give this one. This one's a bit poo, I think. This one's a bit cock and balls. I'm gonna give this. This one's a C as well. And then Yavin IV Temple is all right. I think it's all right. That one, kind of a nice aesthetic. I remember kind of swamp. There's like a swampy area, is there? And like a monument thing in the middle. You can go in the temple a little bit. I think it's not. I think it's just like okay. I'm gonna give this a B. Now let's review, because I can maybe change things around. So we've got S tier platforms. I mean, obviously, that's staying there. Rhen Var Habour, I think that's going to stay there. Dune Sea, people probably won't agree with me on that one, I don't think, but I think it's an S tier. We've got Death Star Interior, Felucia Marshland, I think they're both A's. Spire is an A, Echo Base an A. The 2 Kamino maps are an A. Maybe I should give one of them an F. They're pretty good maps, aren't they? Maybe we'll throw in the Tapoka City up there. And then we got one of each, because they're pretty good maps. Mygeeto, I think, is good at A. Naboo Plains is, for me, good at A. Utapau Sinkhole, A for me. Jedi Temple, I think definitely a B. Endor Bunker, I'm tempted to drop. I like the size of it. I just don't think it's all right. Maybe it is just a B. We'll keep it a B. Second Geonosis map, Plains, that's okay. Islands is all right. Again, it's like B, it's good. B is a good mark. It's just like not the best. Kashyyyk, Beachhead, Mustafar, Tantive IV, Jabba's Polis Mos Eisley, Yavin IV Temple. I'm pleased with that, I think. Cloud City for C, Dagobah, Kashyyyk Docks, Theed, Medical Facility, Citadel and Arena for C. And I don't think personally there's any D tier maps. I think they're all of merit in their own way. Just some are a bit better than other ones. But yeah, I'm gonna say I'm happy with that. If you agree with me, let me know. If you disagree, let me know. Have a fight about it in the comments. This is my list. Do your own. Tell me what you'd put on S tier, what you put on D or C, and like the video if you liked it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you. Goodbye, everybody.